Hey, what's up everybody? How you guys doing? We got the true boy, Mercury versus Hades. This matchup, I have played against Chronos a lot, and I've definitely concluded that it is a winning matchup for Hades unless the Mercury commits to a backdoor strategy. If the Mercury commits to running around the map, farming the buffs, and getting experience where he can, never fighting in lane, only fighting if Hades puts himself out of position to try to like take an objective that he can't, or fight in the jungle when he can't, something like that. Those are the only times that Mercury wins, meaning it is a winning matchup for Mercury. As upsetting as it is to say that, fuckboyism wins games, it does. Emit Pain, thank you so much for the $10.
PLZ Hou Yi BB.
PLZ Hou Yi BB. I got you, baby. Next game, I got you. Thank you so much, man, for $10. I would have played your Hou Yi regardless, man. You just subbed. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the donation, man. It's very generous of you. So he probably went into the double buff. Exactly. I think I should be able to win this against somebody that is not Chronos, 100%. I don't think I've lost to any Hades that aren't Chronos, really, in matchups that I've considered doable, you know? There we go. Well, I don't know about this fight that I'm picking here. He might be able to do something about this. Maybe not. No, he's kind of getting pummeled. You're getting pummeled, sir. If only I hit a little bit more there. I missed a couple of autos just because of like being unsure of if I was picking the right fight or not. Poor decision making on my part, but we still stole his buff. We waited for his dash so that we can confirm the last hit on it, and we should be, good to go here. He did go a pot, and we have a lead, so that's great. He catches the full fucking wave there because he's 80s, and that's what he does. And there were so many creeps, man. If I could have just denied him one or two of those creeps, I would have been so happy. But he gets all of them, and he heals off of them, and he's 80s. So. But yeah, head to head, if you don't go for a backdoor strategy, I do believe that I do believe that Hades wins the head to head. But when you factor in things like the environment and like PvE, you have to respect the fact that Mercury can just commit to that playstyle and can win. I don't ever commit to that playstyle unless I feel it's a losing matchup for me. And the Hades matchup, like I said, it is a losing matchup if I go head to head. So I don't know. Maybe I'll consider it. I'm hoping I won't have to consider it here. It's just such a crappy thing to have to do, man. It just sucks. But in some situations like Shield of the Underworld, double defense gods, or insane burst gods like Hades that just fuck Mercury up, it just sometimes it kind of forces him into playing like that. But when people abuse that shit in losing matchups and shit, that's what really fucking irks me, especially on Mercury, because I love Mercury and I hate him being considered like a scummy god. He's such a cool god. Don't ruin Mercury, please. At least we're denying him some gold here. I keep thinking about dashing in here, but I would instantly die to his ult. Solid tips for playing Merc. Well, as Mercury, there's two objectives, right? Either one, it's all about analysis of the matchup. So either one, you have to recognize that you are the better late game god, as Mercury very, very often is, unless your opponent is playing an S. Yo, Doofer, your hero, my man. Thank you so much for the 2-month sub-anniversary, for remaining subbed and being absolutely godlike, man. Thank you so much. Much love, Doofer. Can we get some hype in chat, you guys? Thanks so much. Okay, so like I said, it's all about evaluating the matchup. Whether you win in the late game or you don't. If you win in the late game as Mercury, you can feel free to, either to play your style. You can play aggressively, but not too aggressively that you're literally throwing yourself at them, right? You can play aggressively, but know that you have the advantage late, and as long as you're not giving them too big of a lead or anything, you're still in this game. you can also, knowing that you play for the late game, just fucking avoid the enemy, run around, get the buffs, and be a fuckboy. I hate that playstyle, but you can definitely do it if you know you have the late game. What I like to do either way is just play aggressive as hell. That's just the type of Mercury I like, and you know that's the playstyle that I enjoy most. But without a doubt, if the enemy wins the late, you have to press the envelope with Mercury more than ever, because he is so he can be so snowbally, and you just have to utilize it really. Fuck! I really thought he was gonna dash the other way. If I grab him here, I think he'll die. And I didn't grab him, but we got the crucial, crucial fucking autos off. God damn. Oh, he fucking killed me, the Black Knight, dude! I couldn't handle the Black Knight. I didn't even know he was named the Black Knight. Had I known that that man's name was the Black Knight, I would have respected the shit out of him, and I would not have challenged him. You don't fuck with the Black Knight, dude. What the fuck? Going toe-to-toe with the Black Knight, 1 HP, dude. I learned my lesson today. Hell no. Man's name is the Black Knight. I thought his name was like Random Archer number fucking 2. My dude's name is the Black Knight. God damn. No wonder I died to those guys so many times, dude. The fuck? Alright, but he didn't get an assist. He didn't get a kill. We're looking real good right now. He's not even Black Knight 42. He's just the Black Knight, dude. That was him. The fucking Black Knight. He just came in and fucked me up. He said, you're gonna do my friend in like that? I'm gonna fuck your whole life. And he did. I thought I had it too. I backed off for a second, regened to like 2 HP, and said, see me, and he fucking came. He conquered. Alright, so like I said, early game hero for Mercury. If you lose the late game, you gotta just, oh, what the fuck? Ooh, I said nah, son. You gotta go for that that early snowball, and it's so strong with Mercury, because once you get that snowball rolling, man, Mercury, he really just shines with it, you know. He is a hyper carry, and if you get a hyper carry rolling early game, they're gonna fuck you up, or they're gonna fuck your opponent up, you know. So more than anyone, I feel like Merc can turn the tide against gods that beat him in the late, because most gods, like, if you lose late game, it's like, oh well, fuck this, rip Joust, you know, rip the game, I'll see you next time. But for preempted beads though, what in the fuck, mother, homie? Get shit on. That's my man. Wasn't the Black Knight. It was just a fucking archer you just died to, homie. Get pooped on. So yeah, I feel like Merc is very interesting in that, like I said, most times you look at the matchup and you say, okay, this god wins late game, I'm fucking doomed. But with Mercury, you have the ability to snowball the early game well enough that he can take structures like nobody else. You know, you get a kill with Mercury, you go the fuck in, you pop your 2, and you destroy the structure. Same with the enemy gods. If you're ahead, you just go the fuck in and you beat their asses with the golden bow that you built into, the immense burst damage that he has early on, and they can't build protections fast enough to really stop it. So he is unique in that he can win matchups that are not his favor late game just by going the fuck in, and it's really what drives me to play Mercury so much. Not just because I love Mercury as a character, I love his speed, I think he's so fucking fun, but I also do love that fact that he, you can't count this god out in most cases. I don't think his ult will kill me here. If anything, I can kill him. That's right, buddy. That's right. Oh, I don't like that. That was a good fear. But I'm still lurking, buddy. I'm still lurking. You might think I'm gone, but I'm still lurking. What's good? Oh, word. Hit him with the weird Papa Smokey. Don't choke. Got it. I don't know what I said there, but it was intimidating. We got mad archers. We're going in right now. We hit the, obviously the big difference in that engagement was that I hit the one on the creeps and him. It's silly how similar Mercury and Hades really are if you think about it, where if you fight in a wave as either one of them, you're gonna die, son. If you're fighting in your creeps against Mercury or you're fighting in your creeps against Hades, you're gonna take the full burst damage of Mercury's 1 or Hades' 2-3 combo, or just 3 with any sort of... Oh, word? How you gonna do me like this, Doc? Oh! Didn't think he had it. Rush full cooldown. Blue build OP. So I like to call the blue build. Even Shield of the Underworld is blue, dude. My man. My man. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. Gonna go sprint 2. Go fuck him up. It was a good play, though. It's gonna keep him in this game a little bit longer. If he didn't do that, he would have been in a world of hurt. Because he is, so down right now. Especially starting a pot and being this behind is very rough. He's still not out of dodge by any means, but it's keeping him in the game a little bit. That kind of a kill. A lot of people ask whether the red buff, oh my god, my words, whether the red buff or the purple buff are more potent, or is more potent, fuck me, is more powerful on Mercury. And in all honesty, early game, the red buff, it seems the same pattern with ADCs. Early game, red buff, I could be wrong about this. I'll be 100% honest with you. I've never invested that much time into exploring it. It seems to me that early game, and like I said, correct me in the comments down below if if you know otherwise. But it seems to me more than anything, and I will do my best to put more research into this. That's actually why I'd like more people to comment down below if I say something inaccurate, because I am trying to be as accurate as possible. I don't want to misinform people, and if I do misinform people, I'll generally make a habit of calling myself on it and catching myself. But yeah, if you know otherwise, red buff generally seems like the go-to early. Oh, look at this. The pre-beats, the sprint activation. You ain't going nowhere, son. If you didn't know, Sprint 2, or Sprint in general, gives Mercury a power boost because of his passive. Giving him percentage of movement speed. It says from, or abilities. Okay, so from items or abilities, but it doesn't say from active, so it's kind of confusing. But Sprint, so yeah, even though it doesn't actually read, actives per se, it's items or abilities. Sprint counts for that. I don't know if it's supposed to count for an ability or for an active, to be honest with you, but he gets that extra percentage of overall damage based on his movement. So activating a sprint there, whether you're moving or standing in place, is going to give you that increased damage. So if you're standing in a position like that, you want to pop that sprint and ensure that you get the full damage off. Definitely a big part of Mercury's kit. Oh, he was so close to being out. So yeah, one of the most powerful tools you can use against Hades is pre-beadsing that 2. The fear on that 2 is so strong and is such a powerful tool for keeping auto attack based gods out, like Mercury. I mean, when Mercury pops his 2, Hades is always looking for the fear. Just like when Freya pops her 2 or pops her 1, Hades is looking to buy time with that fear and get some burst damage off. It both disables you from doing anything against them and enables him to fuck you up for a good couple of seconds while that fear is active. And if you don't have the if you pre-beads it, beadsing before the fear comes out with the read, right? You can do it just as the animation comes out, or you can, completely read the fuck out of it. Sometimes reading it, they might not do it, and you're gonna look like a damn fool. But oh my god, once again, my man was like going to the base, and it worked out. But as you can see, he's deterring me with that fear every single time. And if I have the the sprint up, man, it's quite a different. Or if I fucking have the beads up. I'm sorry I'm messing up my words so much this game, you guys. It's late, so I'm kind of like, I'm shot. I'm working on 1,000 words per second here, and I'm shot. So if you have that beads up, you activate it, the fear doesn't do shit to you, and you just lay into him during that time. It's one of his most powerful disengage tools, and if he doesn't have it, he is gonna get fucked up. So what you're doing with the beads is disabling that entire ability. So most of the time when you see people go beads against Hades, it's not actually like Mercury has 2 escapes for the ultimate. In all seriousness, I do not need beads for getting out of his ultimate at all. Like, I have free escape from it, and I generally have enough burst or lifesteal to sustain myself while in it. So the reason I go the beads is not to escape that ultimate, but for that fear. You really got to respect the fear. More than anything, I think the biggest tip for fighting Hades is respecting the fear and trying to counter it. If this isn't a, yep, well, I guess it's sort of blue. What do you guys think? Debatable? There's blue in it. It's not blue. No. It's purple. That fear, man. It's just, ugh. Okay, Shilly Underworld popped. See, I should have done that a little bit earlier. And damn, this is the point where Hades is really going the fucking late game, man. Here it is. I am ahead 2 levels, ahead 2 kills there, and 1k, and yet he was able to really, really decimate me. My bees were a little bit late, so it was a little bit sloppy by me, but once he finishes that route up to Hou Yi, Hades is a monster. I might find myself having to commit to a backdoor strategy here to beat him. I'll try 1 or 2 more engagements, but I'm not going to throw the game off of, off of the sheer fact that I can't win a straight up 1v1 versus him. It sucks. It's like, if you hit the Dream Ultimate, you can kind of do it, but Hades doesn't really have to put himself in the position to get hit by it, I feel like. So, oh man, it's just, it becomes so frustrating. There's that Dream Ultimate, though, that we spoke of. He's looking to fear me into this, and I ain't having none of it, son. You are fucked. So he knew he was in a terrible position there. Instead of running away, he decided to try to heal off of the wave, and then he got really greedy and tried to heal and damage me so that he could, turn the tide there. And there was just, nah, man, I was not having it. I fought way too many Hades to fall for that shit, and that could be the game. When you get the Phoenix against Hades here, he doesn't have much to fall back on, and you can continue your aggression endlessly. So I think here is the turning point. And that's what I was saying. I lose late game, but if I can find him making a crucial mistake like that, I can win. And that's really the only opportunity, though. Other than backdooring, that was my only opportunity. We can go in here. What do you think? What do you think? That shit hit me like it was a poly auto, and it wasn't. God damn, man. I'm mad. If I grabbed him at any point there, or if I disengaged at any point, I was just stubborn. Like, all I needed to do was disengage and re-engage. I had ultimate and my 3, but I wanted to fight into the Shield Underworld, challenge myself, and see if I could fucking do it. Like a dope. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. It's on me. What are we looking for here? Titan's Bane? Yeah, I'll do it. He's got... No, you know what? Fuck it. We're going big boy. Yo, if I had sprint 3 there, though. Can Chang'e beat Hades? In the mid to late game, Chang'e does pretty decently against Hades. Brings it to about maybe like 55 in his favor. Not the worst matchup. Not the worst matchup for her. But early game, she gets absolutely decimated. He doesn't have double defense here, so I really like going the. So I really like going the 1 crit item. Gotta be careful not to get stacked up with the wave for his 3. When he comes in on it, I want to throw him or some shit, you know. It's all about patience at this point. We have the lead. Just get... Oh, all right. And he just got really impatient and popped his shield. So that's a really good look for us. There we go. So preemptive beads, boys, gave us the damage to get him down with crits, lock that bitch down, and get us enough lifesteals to sustain through that. If he had not misplayed there, I probably would have had to commit to a backdoor strategy. The reason that a lot of people will just, instead of waiting for that misplay, immediately commit to a backdoor strategy is because they don't want to fight a losing matchup for like 30 minutes. And sometimes I cannot blame them, you know? The only times I really get mad at backdoor is when somebody is ridiculously behind, and backdoors you for the win, or when they're winning. I'm sorry, not when they're winning. Or when they're in a winning matchup and they commit to backdoor strategy. When they're in a winning matchup against, like, my fucking Ymir, and they're committing to backdoor strategy because they can't beat me 1v1. Like, bleh, that sucks. So, GG.